Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Find Your Joy, and I'm Joy. We are going to start off this card night at Joy's with Happy Mail. This is acquisition mail. I'm learning the terms here, but I told y'all last week that I was trying to find the rest of the pattern for my, this one is it's from the Counterfeit Granny Square Card Deck Dooklet, my Dooklet box. And number 42 was the Alchemy Garden Square. Well, the card that came in this box didn't have the full pattern on it. So I went down the rabbit hole of Googling trying to find it, and I ended up on Kiwi's Crochet because she had made the square, and this was the one that I misread the repeat directions, and I made a pentagon. Well, I ended up stopping after, which round was this? 1, 2, 3, I think after round 4 on this, because I couldn't find the rest of the pattern. So she found the pattern in the Ultimate Granny Square source book. So I went ahead and ordered this so I could get the pattern. And I also want to see if the other cards that are here in the Counterfeit box are in this book, because this has 100 contemporary motifs to mix and match. So, and I think I bought this, I thought I picked the used version, but this feels very new, so I could be wrong. All right, so they have pictures of the squares in this book in the table of contents. Okay, this starts with 26. Where is... I feel like... No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Not all of the squares are pictured. Okay. On this page. But look at this. And right here, that is the Alchemy Garden Square. Oh, that's the page that the square is on. That's not the number of the square. Okay.
Was that for me?
Jesus. Oh my God, Alexa, you just scared the crap out of me. Okay. I'm good. All right, so let's go to page 164 in this book. And let me get out the card. Oh. Okay. Okay. Hold on, let me find my cards. Hold on. Okay, I found the card I was looking for. I still can't find this week's card. I hate being in limbo between houses. But I will tell you, this week's square, the Levantine square, Levantine square, is in this book. In fact, both of the squares that I have already made are listed here in the table of contents. So I'm guessing, well, let's look. This one is the next one on top. X marks the spot, page 96. X marks the spot. So yes, the counterfeit patterns that are in here are not Claire Montgomery's cards. They are, well, let's see, are these all the same creators that make these? Let's see. That one is from Madeline. This one is Ukrakara. Oh, right, yes. So these are all different creators that have made these. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So they stole the cover from Claire, and then they stole the patterns from this book, The Ultimate Granny Square Source Book. And so last week, remember I showed you the chart for this square, and I'm like, man, that is really not easy to read. The gray part on the inside here, they have it as an inset on this book. So let me show you real quick. The Alchemy Garden Square is in here. And right here, this is where the instructions end in the booklet for the fake book. And then in the big book, the real book, I turn the page. Here are more just for this square. So, yeah. Oh, that's a cool one. Ooh, I hope that's in the box. Because I am still going to use the counterfeit box to pick the patterns and do the pattern from the card and take the number of the card and pick it from the other two boxes, the real Claire Montgomery box and the flower deck box. But right now I need to finish last week's square, the Alchemy Garden Square. And I kind of had forgotten about this one, so I'm glad I can work on it, because I went to, I was going to work on this one. I don't have yarn here, and it's after midnight. I am not going home to get it to come back. So tomorrow I grab my bucket of, have I not been recording? I've only been talking for what, 5-10 minutes, and I look up and it just now starts recording. Let me double check that I wasn't recording. And then I have to do the Reader's Digest version of everything I just said. Okay, good news is I was recording. Bad news is maximum time reached. Your phone's too full. So luckily I had like a bunch in the trash, so I was able to just delete those, empty the trash, and start up again. So What was I saying? Oh, I am going tomorrow on the way to pick up Mom. I will stop at my house and pick up my acrylic yarn that I am using for the granny squares. I'm using the cotton, the Premier Home Cotton for the counterfeit. Now I feel bad calling them counterfeit. The Granny Square Source Book slash the counterfeit slash Granny Source. The counterfeit slash Granny Square Source Book patterns that I am making. I am using the cotton in the Roy G. Biv colors. The other squares have random colors to be used. So I will stop at the house tomorrow and grab that tub of the brain has reached maximum capacity as well, because why should it be so hard to find the word acrylic? Alrighty. So I'm gonna go on ahead and I feel like I'm not in the right spot here. Yes. I'm in round 5. I hate when you pick up something that you stopped working on a week or so ago and you're like, what am I doing? What is this supposed to look like? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna work on this, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. I am back at Mom's house. How is it already almost 10? All right, so Mom is not home tonight. They went ahead and are keeping her at least another 24 hours. So that's a bummer. She's okay. She's okay. They're just trying to get her meds right. So things are going well-ish. All right. I did not realize it was that late. I stayed up there for quite a while tonight. We got her in the shower. She had her dinner. And this was the first time that she actually had like an appetite. So she ate her dinner and then ordered another bowl of soup. So that was good. I have to tell you. So it's Thursday night when I am recording this. Hi, Heidi. And when I left to go up there, thinking I was going to pick her up today, I was like, let me just take a small project. I didn't want to take the cardigan up. So I'm like, let me just take up a small project in case we're sitting there a while so I can do something. And so I was like, well, I don't want to take one of the granny squares because then I'll need, this many yarns and this and this and that. And so I pulled up YouTube, and Missy's Duck Duck dishcloth was already uploaded. So I put it on and I fast forwarded until she was pulling the ducks out of the pond to see what we're working on for next week. I took my pattern, my dishcloth book with me. I stopped at the house and got the colors I needed for that project, and that's what I took with me to work on, and I finished it. But you don't get to see it until next Thursday. All right, so what I need to be doing now, I have one of the 3 granny squares done for tonight's card game. So I did stop by the house and picked up my bucket that has my solid colors of my acrylics, because that's what I need for the 2 Claire Montgomery books or card decks that I'm using. And so I haven't picked the colors yet for the squares, so let's do that real quick. Let me grab the cards and see what we need. Okay. Oops, I buried the card. All right, so 31 in a muddle. Ooh, almost knocked all that off. Has 4 colors. So, okay, confession time. After I left the hospital, I went to Walmart to pick up a couple groceries. And while I was there, see, before I used to be a stress eater. So if I was ever, I would just, well, since I can't eat very much anymore, I'm using crochet as my stress release. I went to the yarn aisle. I went because in today's project, I used, where did I put it? I used almost all of my Peaches and Cream forest green cotton. So I did pick up another one. This is a replacement. This is a, yes. But I was thinking, because most of the yarn that I buy is variegated. Or stripes, or, it has multiple colors in it. So my solid color collection, it leaves a bit to be desired. And I know I am totally just, what's the word? I'm not verifying it. I am justifying purchasing yarn. But I'm doing the granny squares. I need some solid colors, more than I have. I bought 2 skeins of Super Saver. One is, are they both Super Saver? They are. They're both Red Heart Super Saver. I got Royal, this beautiful blue color. And I bought Blue Wave. Aren't they? They're just pretty colors. So I decided, since I bought them, I'm going to use them. So I'm going to see if I can hold all of these up here. These other 2 blue were already in my stash. So I'm going to do the 4 colors, all blues instead of different colors. So that is what I'm going to do for the, I honestly just had that in my hand. I haven't moved. It's right here. So yeah. So I'm going to do that in blues. And the other one is the Echinacea flower. And so I'm going to do the flower petals in, this is Big Twist Value Lilac. And I'm going to do the middle part of the flower in Carrot. And this is Red Heart Super Saver. And then because this, I'm just making the motif. And then I got to make a square to put under it. And I'm just going to use turquoise. So another blue. A different blue. All right. So is that the blue? Is that what I was going to do? Yes. Yes. That one. All right. So, and I'm still trying to finish last week's Alchemy Garden Square. I'm getting closer. I have to finish this round, and then one more round, and that will put it at 80 stitches, which is what I'm doing these bigger squares at. So I am going to sit here. I got my girl dinner. I just plated up some cheese and crackers, and I bought a little summer sausage at Walmart. So I'm gonna eat my dinner, watch some TV, and relax. And actually, Mom told me before I come to get her tomorrow, she is sending me to get my nails done. So I am doing that in the morning. But let's crochet. Okay, update on finishing last week's square. So this is the Alchemy Garden Square, and the pattern on the counterfeit card gave me part of row 5. So 1 through part of row 5. There are 9 rows. Technically, there are 13 rows if you want to make the larger version of this square, but my squares are all the 80 stitch squares. And this was a little more advanced than I am used to, because there was some extended stitches, there were some post stitches, there were third ring. Yeah, I'm not gonna, too many words right now, but yeah, so here is last week's counterfeit completed square. And I think these are all coming out about the same size. Maybe a little, this one is a little bigger. This was the first one. Here is the one before. They're similar in size. Nothing that's some blocking and a little extra stretchy stretch can't fix. All right, so on to this week's. This is this week's. We'll come back to that one. All right, so I'm gonna do this one first. The In a Muddle. And I'm still watching TV, and I have, it's crazy what a little hook and yarn can do to a person's mind. All right, so let me get going on this, and I'll be back. All right, quick update. It is like 2 minutes to midnight, and I'm gonna go to bed. I have completed 2 of the 3 squares, and all I have left on the last one is to do the flower motif to put on the square. So technically the square is complete, but I need to make the flower, considering it's from the flower card deck, to make it really finished. So I'm going to do that in the morning, because right now I would mess up, and I'm looking at the pattern, and it's a lot of stitches into chains. So if I could figure out a way to do it with the foundation chain, but I think, yeah, I don't think I can, because it is just 1 row up and 1 row back. So nope. All right. And right now is not the time to even try to figure it out. That click click noise, that is the doggy door. So Heidi goes in and out. It is supposed to get cold tonight. Let's see, the thermostat for outside, the thermometer, I mean, is not reading. That's weird. It's done that a couple of times now when I've looked over there. And I know there's a sensor out there to read it in the backyard, but I don't know. What does my watch say it is out there? My watch says that it doesn't want to. Alexa, what's the weather?
It's partly cloudy and 24 degrees right now. Today's high will be 40 with a low of 14.
Oof. All right. I'm going to bed. I'll see y'all in the morning.
Sounds good. Joy.
Good morning. It is Friday morning. And I think the plans for today are to mute my computer so it doesn't keep dinging every time I get an email. And then I'm going to get up and make some breakfast. I'm just going to make, I think, a couple of pieces of bacon, an egg, and toast, and coffee. It is a coffee. I didn't even make a coffee yesterday. I know I didn't show one on. I hadn't planned on showing one on, but I didn't even make one. So, yeah, I'm going to need that today. And I am not in a hurry to go outside. You want to know why? Alexa, what's the temperature?
It's 16 degrees now with a high of 25 and low of 2 for the day.
Brr. It's only 16 right now, which it has gone up 4 degrees in like the last 40 minutes. So that's why. Don't answer me. She started to do that last night, so I was like, oh, wait, she doesn't know I'm talking to you guys and not her. A shower is definitely on the agenda for today. We got to wash this, but I should probably do that kind of soon so it has a little time to dry. I should look and see if Hannah is at work today. I should go get a trim. A trim. And then I'm going to get my nails done. So I need to call over to Randy and see if he can get me in. And there's a hair stuck in my hair. But right now, I need to finish making this echinacea flower. Or start making this echinacea flower. I don't think finishing counts if all I've done is the magic ring. So I am going to do this real quick, and then I will, once the flower is done, I don't know if I'm going to do the whole flower. I might get up and go make my coffee and breakfast here in a little bit. I'm still trying to wake up. I got a good night's sleep once I did go to sleep, which really wasn't that late for me. And once I laid down, I don't think it took me 2 minutes to go to sleep. There wasn't any tossing or turning. So, all right, well, let me work on this and I'll be back in just a little bit. All right, so let's get back to the squares in a minute. I decided, first of all, Heidi wanted some breakfast, so we're gonna do hers first, and I'm gonna get mine started. So I'm gonna put this cup in the freezer so we can get it chilling to make our coffee. But we're gonna feed Heidi first. So this is kind of gonna be a little here and there. So bear with me, and that reminds me I'm gonna go take my medicine. But oh, that's too many. These are some sweet potato puffs that I am going to add to her breakfast. And usually I cook these in the air fryer when I'm doing them for me, but since I'm going to put them and mush them in with her food, we are going to put them in the microwave just to soften them up a bit. Now Heidi, she eats the Jinx dry food, and then we add some goodies to it. So I'm telling you, she loves these. These are not sponsored in any way. Ooh, I wonder if that's an option. But Jinx also makes these homemade meal toppers. And listen to the ingredients, y'all. We could probably eat this. Beef, chicken, carrot, potato, pea, beef bone broth, sunflower oil, spinach, sage, thyme, and rosemary. Those are the only ingredients. Those are all things that are, people food. So she gets about half of these in the morning and half at night with her, put it on top of her dry food. Sometimes she gets carrots. She was getting yogurt for a while, but she kind of got over it. She, have you ever had a picky eater dog? I have not. My dogs have always been food, there's something on the ground, let me eat that. Whether it's food or not. But she is a little picky on what she likes to eat. And she'll go through phases. So she'll, hold please, what is open? What have I, something's, oh, no, what, hold on. What's that? Something smells hot, hold. Okay, I haven't turned anything else on. This is not on. I didn't get anything on the burners. Is that just I didn't turn that on. That's not I'm smelling something hot. So hold on. I'll be right back. I have no idea. I have gone through the house. I don't smell it anymore. I'm wondering if the heater just kicked on, and that smell sometimes if there's like some dust or something. I don't know, because I don't smell it anymore. Nothing is smoking, nothing, that was just weird. So, all right, so let's finish because Miss Heidi is right here. So we're gonna put some sweet potatoes in here. And they're just little like tater tot sweet potato puffs. I get them at Walmart. So we're gonna throw that in here. Mix this all up. And of course you gotta top it off with a little bit of cheese, right? You want some cheese, her little tails, oh, she's sitting. She says, I am ready for my breakfast, please. It's taking so long. Who are you talking to? All right, so a little bit of cheese. Does that sound good? Yeah. All right. This stuff. And let's see here. All right. You ready for breakfast? What's your breakfast? She's a good girl. Mwah. She's a good girl. I know. I hope today's the day, but I'm not going to make you any promises because I did that yesterday and then I felt bad. And then I came home without her mommy. Sweet girl's going to have her breakfast while I make some, get her some fresh water. And, yeah, she's spoiled. She gets her water from the fridge, filtered water. But I don't blame Mom for that one because our water sometimes out of the faucet, it's city water, and sometimes you can smell it. And I don't think you should be able to smell your water, right? That's just not good. So here's some ice water for you, baby girl. Is that good? Is that yummy? Is a good girl. Yeah, you can tell she's sad. Look at that little tail. Oh. All right, so back to my, wow. Oh, and I looked and Hannah is not working today. I'm going to have to text her because I'm not sure when her baby's due. She is about to have another baby. And I'm going to see when will she be done working, because I want to get my hair done before she is off to have that new baby. I'll be right back. All right, I don't have any ponytail holders here, and Mom's hair is about that long, so she doesn't have anything much for hair here. So I'm gonna go ahead now, and I'm gonna get the air fryer going, and I'm gonna put a couple pieces of bacon in there, and I'm gonna make a coffee, and I'll probably fry up an egg. That's about it, I think. So I'm gonna make my breakfast and coffee, and I'll be back. To eat my breakfast, drink my coffee, and then let's get back to those squares. All right, I got some phone chat time, some FaceTime with Booger this morning, so yay. And now I had to go find Mom's ironing board and iron. I don't own an iron. Ever since I got out of the Army, I don't have to iron a thing, and I'm not going to. So I don't have an iron. I don't have an ironing board. I do have a handheld steamer. I just haven't used it yet because I have never had to block anything. But I think since I'm doing these granny squares, blocking is going to become a regular thing that I'll need to do. So I finished the flower for the echinacea, and I think I'm going to block it. But now I'm thinking, do I really want to block it? Because isn't the echinacea flower kind of curly anyway? So now I'm torn on maybe just block it just a little, but not a whole bunch, so that it still has some curl to it, but I don't know, just pulling it out like this. Oh, I'm so torn. Here, let me show you. So I've got it pinned to the ironing board, but if I unpin it, now just straightening it out this much and pinning it without doing anything else to it has kind of calmed it down. So, because when I got done, it kind of looked like, you know, this, but I think I'm just going to leave it because the echinacea flower, I think, is, the leaves are kind of curly, right? Aren't they? Now I need to go look up a picture of a real echinacea flower. All right, well, I'd ask what do you guys think, but I'll have made my decision before y'all see this. Okay, I'll ask, what would you have done? Would you have... I'm going to add a little steam here. Well, I thought I had it on. It's on. I put water in it. Let's see. Which one of these is? Maybe I don't have enough water in it. It's not steaming. How do I make it steam? See, I don't even know how to use these things anymore. All right, 3 ways to shut off vertical steam. What is it? Maybe it has to be facing down? I don't know. Is there steam? I think I need to add more water to it. All right, hold on. All right, let's put some more water in here. Let's see if we can do it without making too much of a mess. Ooh, yes. Okay. Set this over here on the coaster. Close that up. And then I got to figure out how to make I feel like I'm missing a step here somewhere because it's hot. It's not really that hot. All right. All right, well, I'm going to figure this out. I know I don't want to iron this because then it melts because it's acrylic. Trying to decide, do I just want to leave these all curly like this? Maybe. Oh, no, okay. Oh, there we go. Maybe it just needed to be at this angle. All right, all right. Well, I think I am going to block it just a little, but not as stark as I first had it pinned. I think I'm going to leave them kind of curled. Kind of. I don't know. I don't know. Decisions. When all else fails, go ask Google to show you what an echinacea flower looks like. The petals are straight. So let's go ahead and block this. All right, I have finished almost. I am finishing right now sewing the echinacea flower to the granny square. I just need to cut this string, yarn, and stuff it back in here. All right, so y'all ready to see the 3 squares for this week for our granny squares? So last week we drew out number 31. So out of the counterfeit box, the number 31 square is the Levantine square. Levantine. And wait, which is the front and which is the back? This is the front. That's the Levantine square. Out of the original Granny Square card deck, number 31 was In a Muddle. Oops, I need to sew I didn't finish weaving in my end on this one. But half granny stitch and half solid granny square is the In a Muddle. And then the last one, I cannot show you the card deck because when I scanned it in, it didn't show the, it didn't scan the front for some reason. But I have it coming, so I've got it out to somebody, so it'll come back and then I will be able to compare it. But I put it on a regular, it looks like a little spider. But telling you what, steaming these petals, it really loosened them up. It made them nice and flowy, so we'll do a picture of it flat so you can see it laying flat, but there we go. That's not so bad. So that's my echinacea flower. So my 3 granny squares are done for the week. I got it done and it's still Friday, so yay. All right, so next week, let's say we pull out another number for Card Night at Joy's. So we are going to get the fake granny squares out of here. Did I show you? I showed you the, I showed you the Alchemy Garden Square. Yeah, I like that one. That one's pretty. All right, so let's do a quick shuffle of these. All right, once everything gets settled down, we'll have to talk about my stint in Vegas for card night. Because actually, I was a pretty darn good card dealer. And of course, back then I was like 21, so, you know, cute, young, always getting my nails done. I do have an appointment at 2:30, but Mom just texted me. She thinks the nurse said she saw her discharge papers, so my nails can wait if I can get Mom home. All right, so I've got these nice and shuffled. So now I'm going to fan them out. And without looking, I am going to reach in here and pull out a card. All right, so we have, ooh, that is pretty. And in this counterfeit deck, the number 2 square is the sun. I had to go delete some stuff. All right, so number 2 is the Sun Rose Square. Sun Rose. I guess that's what it did earlier. It rose. All right, so let's go into the original Granny Square card deck and pull out number 2. 1. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Single color Granny Square. So we get to pick another color and do one without anything on it. So that one will be a nice, quick, easy one. And then in our flower deck, number 2 is the Marigold. Let me open that. Oh, dang it. All right, so let's see if we can see this. It helps if you unplug the laptop before you try and pick it up. All right, so that is the marigold. So if you are playing along and want to come to card night next week, we are doing number 2 in whichever card deck you are working in. If you are working in all of them, make them all with me. If you're only doing one, if you're playing in the field of flowers, like Amie, make the marigold. And, or if you just want to make a basic 4-round, 1-color granny square, I think you can do that without even seeing the pattern. All right, so y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, get dressed, and go see if I can get Mom. But I'm going to tell you now, bye, because I'm going to go ahead and get this posted, and then this weekend you can catch up on us and see where we are. All right, guys, I love you. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to see you next time, all right? So have a great day. Make it a great day and find your joy. Love you guys. Mwah! Bye.